There was a woman that came in, she was so rude and like demanded for some water. And look, she didn't get it right away, so she threw a fit. And man, when that water came, she grabbed the water and literally tossed it. One of the Starbucks employees, like, what y'all doing? Like, calm down. Well, pull you up here. Where you at, pimp? It is safe to say that I ain't in Harlem anymore. Actually, no, I'm actually in Detroit, Michigan, visiting some of the family, well, my wife's family. But we do come to Michigan often because, you know, it's nice for the kids to see their grandparents, and yeah, it's nice. And now I am currently downtown because every time we come to Michigan, I always film for the travel channel. Man, it is so loud. The last couple of videos, I've been using the GoPro Hero 11 just because it actually is pretty nice when paired with a gimbal. It works perfectly. Other than that, the Pocket 1, Pocket 2 is great for them, but yeah, just been using the GoPro. First reason is because it looks good, and then main reason is because I dropped my Pocket. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but yeah, I totally dropped that Pocket 1. So the plan for right now is just kind of chill out, drink my coffee. I mean, speaking of coffee, if you want to buy me a coffee, pimping, you already know. Don't be shy. That link is down below. But if not, no tea, no shade, because I ain't a hater. I found the source. That is where all that noise is coming from. It is so loud. What are they doing over there? All right, now this is a nice little area. I think I could film like right over there. Ain't nobody out here. But watch, as soon as I start filming, everybody gonna be here. Oh man, I cannot believe that happened in that Starbucks. Man, I mean, y'all be careful out there. People be crazy. So y'all pimping no matter where you are. Just be a little careful. All right, to business. Settings for the Sony ZvE1 that I feel are, they're a bit of a must. Now I also brought the Sony ZvE1 just as a backup, just to show you guys the menu and things. But yeah, pimpin', this is my side piece though. So as you guys know, I picked up the Sony ZvE1 a couple of weeks ago, and when I picked it up, I didn't really tweak anything. I just used the regular picture profiles, and that was it. And now since I've had a bit more time with the Sony ZvE1, I was able to tweak a bunch of settings. Things that'll make it a little bit easier for me, your boy Sky Money. Plus, it's always nice to just kind of customize your things when you get them, just so that it works easily, a lot faster, and more efficiently for you, because you know how thugs do. And now the first thing I did was turn that shutter button to the record button, because that's how my Sony A7S3 was set up, and it's just so much easier. Instead of like fidgeting with the record button, I went ahead and I like the shutter button being the record button. Boss. The next thing I did was turn that temp threshold to high. That way, if the camera decides to overheat, even though I still have not had any overheating problem, knock on wood, but no, I haven't had any overheating issues with this camera, as well as the Sony ZvE1. And look, I know I'm a boss, but I ain't gonna sit here and pretend like it doesn't happen. I know other people have had overheating issues, it just hasn't happened with me. But just to combat that, I went ahead and turned that auto threshold to high. Now when it comes to that record button at the top, what I did was I went ahead and took the record off, and I went ahead and set a custom button to my shooting mode. So that way I can switch between shooting modes as fast as possible. And now at the time, I do only have 3 custom modes, and that is the first one being 4K 30, and that's just my regular vlog mode. The second one being 1080 60 for when I'm shooting that B-roll and I want to make it silky, buttery smooth. And then I did one more custom mode, which is 1080 120. Boss. The next thing I did was went ahead and turned off that LED like red lamp. I don't need that on, and I feel like it just wastes battery. So I don't want people to know when I'm recording or anything like that. So I went ahead and just turned that off. Oh, and speaking of which, someone in the comments in one of my ZvE1 videos also helped me turn off that shutter sound. So that shutter sound is also gone. I also changed another button, and that was the self timer, because I'm gonna be real, I ain't never gonna use it. So I got rid of that and went ahead and put that button as like my auto auto AI framing. That way, if I want to turn it on, I don't have to go through any menus. I can just press that button and it's on. Boss! Now, when it comes to frame rate and video resolution, although I usually shoot in 1080/30, because that file size is, it's a lot. Although I do shoot in 1080 most of the time, when I do shoot in 4K, I usually shoot in XAVC S4K. Just because I found that shooting in this mode of 4K gives me the best possible resolution while saving on file size. That's just me. If you want, you feeling dangerous, yes, you could shoot in 4K all intra, but yeah, it's that file size is gonna kill you. And now when it comes to picture profiles, I've noticed I kind of like picture profile 1 and picture profile 11. And now when I do shoot in custom picture profile 1, there are some things that I did change. One being the detail, and that's basically the sharpness. I changed that to -4, and I turned the sharpness down in picture profile 1 just because I noticed it's a little too sharp. So turn that baby right down. Also changed the saturation to -4, left the gamma to movie, but turned the color to S-Cinetone. Only because I noticed the colors in S-Cinetone they just look amazing. Now, since I do use that picture profile 11 too as well, like a lot, I went ahead and changed that as well. But I left the gamma as well as color to S-Cinetone, turned the detail, which is the sharpness, up to, I think, +3, only because I found this picture profile to be a little, it's a little too soft. And just turning it up in the camera means I don't have to turn it up in post. And I also did something similar to saturation, and I turned that up to +3 as well, just because I'm gonna add it in post anyway. The colors look amazing. Might as well just bump it up just a little bit. And pimpin', that is it. Those are pretty much my video settings. Yeah, not complicated at all. Oh snap, we got Microsoft up in here? Nothing, I really like this building right here. This Microsoft building, that is well, it's not a Microsoft building. Microsoft's just in there, but that is a dope building. They got rivals hugging the block. Look, Lime right there and Bird right there. The block is hot. And now I did change a couple more things in the camera. Like I changed the screen brightness. I turned that all the way up because the screen is just, to me, it's not bright enough. I also set up the camera so that it turns off within a minute if I'm not recording. That way it just saves some battery. So basically all I did with the camera was set it up like my Sony A7S3. And got some city bikes, which is, I guess these are like because it's Mogo, yeah. Now nothing, man. I would say Detroit's pretty dope, man. I ain't gonna lie. Detroit is dope. Except for that one incident at Starbucks. Detroit's pretty amazing. Definitely, honestly, kind of reminds me of like Chicago. Look, they even got the steam coming out the ground during the day, broad daylight. Demon, the Ninja Turtles in there chilling. Okay, yo, what are these things? So they look like scooters, but with a seat. And then you can see this one has regular like rubber wheels, but this one doesn't. So what is, look. The seat feels a little comfortable. Throttle, brake here, other brake here. Got your bell. Oh snap, they're riding something right there. Man, I might need to cop one of them. My wife's at home with the kids and she needs to go run some errands, so I need to go look after them. Where's their car? I don't even know where they, oh, okay, I think it's over here. Wait, where the hell is the car? Oh, you know what? I see, okay, I see the car. All right, yo, quick side note, Pimp, can I talk? Yeah, look, we bosses, right? Look, so I can talk to y'all. Do you have to tip to go grocery shopping? Like, why would you? All right, look, I ain't a cheap dude or nothing like that. I loves to save the monies. But like, why would I tip you if you just rung up my groceries? Like, why is there a tip option for paying for my groceries? Like, what is going on? And look, Pimpin', you could tell me, like, is it me? Like, am I the problem? I've lived in the States for a while, not Michigan, but I've lived in the States my whole life. I don't remember needing a tip to shop for my groceries. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. Ignore the mess, played with some Legos, and it was the best. No, for real, it was fun. All right, I think we're gonna end the vlog there. The jet lag really got me by the bit. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you're not, and I will see you in the next one.